Here we are, lovely pike. It's on the float with about 10 centimetre live bait. Good fight. Heard the bite alarm go off. I wasn't really with the in the swim, but heard that, roughed over, didn't see the float, picked up and I was straight into him. I just thought I would run through the lures that I'll be using today, and also the ones that I just have sitting in my box. I've got a whole tray there, look. These are my jelly lures. I tend to use these sort of more in the winter because they look more realistic. Because yeah, the pike, they can be a bit more wary in the winter, but for the summer they'll pretty much go for anything that moves. They'll take it straight away. So yeah, these are my favourite ones. My big jelly lures, big 12 centimetre ones. They're pretty good. You can see on this one here. This caught me my big 10-pound pike, and that's got quite a lot of cuts in it. So make sure you super glue them, otherwise they'll fall apart pretty quick. And these are my smaller ones. They're like my little shads. These are quite good. I've been trying these today. I bought them yesterday, and I've had a couple of hits, but no pike yet. And then I've got. This is my surface lure. This is an imitation of a frog. And what that does, that just shimmies across the water, and the pike, they'll come up and go like that. There's two big hooks there. Yeah, two very sharp ones. I sharpen them all the time. Make sure they're peak of sharpness. So if something does hit it, then I'll hook them straight away. Then I've got, it's my last couple I've got. This is my eel. It's a sand eel that I got from just a sea tackle shop. You can use these in the sea, like use them as like almost for mackerel fishing. You can use these. I've got loads on that, and also I've been told that in reservoirs that they like them because of the eels that go around. The pike will go for the eels. But yeah, that's my collection, and hopefully I'll catch some more. Catch some more today. This is the lure I'm going to use right now. I'm just going to give this a couple of casts around, see if I get one. Simple little twitches. Just keep jiggling at the bottom.
Pike I just caught, my first one of the day. I'll show you the rig next. Lovely. after Ollie's pike this morning, I thought I might change my rigs since I wasn't getting anything for a while. So I've changed it to, and then you saw that pike I just got. So I just got a simple running ledger with a nice biggish swivel eye to keep it so the line can run through it nice and straight. Then that runs down to a ready-made Esox trace with a single hook on it, size 8. I use a single hook just in case on the live bait, so it has more freedom to move, and also if the fish goes into the pike's gut, it's easier to get out.
Last Saturday I think we were here. We didn't have much action, so we're here again and hope for some more pike. I've got my ledger rod out here, and I've just got my little lure rod sitting there, and I've just got a little dead bait sitting ready. Sort of going to switch that around. Tiny's got his float out, and he's also going to be doing a lot of lure fishing today, as am I. Our first pike of the day. Hopefully we can get a bit more than we did last time. This is just on the float, as same as last time again. I was just on a live bait. Just sort of looked over, couldn't see my float, and I was just wondering where it was. Just lift the rod up, and there you go.
First pike of today. He looks only about 4 or 5 pound, but I'm going to be very happy when getting in. That was on a twitching rope shot, was it? This is my first fish of the day, first pike, got it on the twitch roach method. Very happy, since I thought I was going to blank today. Very happy. Thank you, buddy. fish on here. He's trying to get me into the pads. He's a smaller one. He's definitely a smaller one than I had earlier. But I don't care, they're good fun. And again on that twitching rope. Oh, he almost got me in the pads. There we go. Giving up now. He's a diddy one. Hey, babe. Sorry for the net. Don't even need the net almost. Lovely. Let's get him onto the mat. Right, this is how to unhook a pike and not harm you, hopefully, and not come any harm to the fish. As you can see, there's a treble loose outside the fish. Ooh, steady. And the other hook's just in there. But what I'm going to do is unwrap him. To unhook him, you find the open bit where his red gills are. Never try and touch those. Follow along until you feel like almost a locking sensation. And just simply pop out the hooks. Get him out of the way. Baby pike, love it.
If you're starting pike fishing this winter, you're going to have some key essentials with you. Number one is obviously the wire traces. These are important as, obviously with the pike they've got big teeth and they will cut straight through your line. But make sure these are high breaking strain ones, preferably £30, as they will last a lot longer and will save you money. Then you got to unhook the pike. You be careful with these, or when you unhook the pike with it. These are your 4 steps. Make sure they're nice and long and got a little curve at the end. That just helps you to curve out the hook. One of the other things you need, which helps. You don't have to have one like this, but it does help. This is a big net, and it's got nice big holes in. The reason for that is when you had a net and it only had little holes, the hook kept on coming out of the pike's mouth, and getting stuck straight in the holes, and we were there sitting there for ages trying to get it out. So they're very handy. Lastly, really, is a big unhooking mat. You want nice and padded, real good padded here, just so because pike are very fragile they are, so you want to keep them as safe as possible. Right, now lastly, always when you're on the bank, keep yourself warm in the winter, because you don't want to be sitting there all day, all miserable and cold, and also if you don't catch anything that doesn't help. I wear these so I don't get wet. These are my waterproof trousers. They help. They just stop me from getting wet and cold. And also bring lots of spare gloves and jumpers. That'll help you keep happy on the bank.
Right, now I'm going to show you on the bite indications on what you can do for ledgering. I'm next to Ollie's rods because my rod's a bit skiffy after I just had that pike. So there's ways that you can do it. As Ollie's got it, no bobbin attached, just nice free spool, so that's a nice smooth clutch, and that will give barely any resistance, so the pike doesn't drop it instantly. Or you can do it another way, with more of a tighter line, which it will still give nice and easily with the drag, but also if you get a drop back bite, you can always see it when it goes up and down, so you don't miss the bite. method I find exciting besides lure fishing or twitching the roach is float fishing over there, as Ollie's doing. Especially when you get to see the float just bob along, and if it just goes under, it's the best thing you can see, and it gives a nice sensitive indication.
To get a bit dark, so I've still got my rod in. That's going to be one of the last things I take out, so hopefully we might get that lucky one.